Bob Tari amongst the favourites for this one as well. 7th in the 10,000 here, of course. Mo Farah having won the 10,000 metres earlier in the week pretty comfortably, it has to be said. And away they go. He won it with a 54.6 lap. And when I say comfortably, that is, I think he had more in the tank myself. Brilliant silver medal from Andy Vernon in that 10,000 metres. But what will be the pattern of this 5,000? Will it be slow and meandering for many laps before the pace actually picks up like the 10,000 was? Remember the winning time way outside 28 minutes. Will it be something a little bit more healthy? The Spanish move straight to the front. The 2006 champion Jesus Espana eases into the lead now past his compatriot Roberto Alaiz. The other Spaniard, ironically, right at the back of the field, Abadia. Bob Tari at the back as well. Mo Farah in 3rd place. Razin in 4th in that blue strip. That's Marouane Razin, I should say, of Italy. But the pace is pretty slow, I have to say. It's settled down a lot since that initial charge.
Yeah, Mo Farah, quite surprised to see him up as high as 3 at this stage of a race. He normally just is quite content to hang around at the back out of trouble. But many people, again, inevitably, journalists discussing and speculating as to how this race might go in contrast to the 10,000 metres. And the general consensus that I picked up, Tim, I don't know about you, is that this will be more testing for Mo Farah than the 10,000 metres, that it'll be a stiffer challenge for him.
Well, much stiffer for Mo Farah than the 10,000, and he might be in danger of losing this race because Andy Vernon wasn't far behind him. Vernon, by the way, back in about 9th place at the moment. I wonder how he'll come off this. First time he's ever run 10,000 and a 5,000 in the same championships within a few days of each other. And psychologically, it wears you out. Never mind about physically as well. Joe Pavey last night didn't cope very well with the women's 5,000 so soon after the 10,000.
High jump competition then, and Simic from Croatia next to go. And that's a 2nd attempt successfully negotiated at 197. A clean card up until that point, just that one failure at 197, and she's up to 4th, just outside the medals. Kaspricka with a 2nd attempt, also at the same height. She's lying down in 5th place. Can she repeat what Simic has just done? Oh yes, she can. She likes that, does Kaspricka. And that is a great jump from the pole. Approaching her personal best, actually. 199 is her lifetime best, so she'll be attempting to equal her personal best in the next round.
Mo Farah hit the front about 100 metres ago in this 5,000, and it is dawdlingly slow. It really is. He might as well be at the front. That's what they should all be thinking. Their laps have been 71.9 and 72.2. Extraordinarily slow.
The Romanian then, Stanciu, no. And that is her competition over. 3 failures at 197. So she joins Emma Gren, Heather in Haas, and Stanciu bids farewell. Now, Greg Rutherford, look at that, 8.27. Who says he's a one-jump wonder? Lying in 1st position in this long jump final after 2 rounds. He's got 12 centimetres on Tatumas in 2nd place. Just the trademark preparation, the little fingers wriggling as he concentrates and focuses. No. Too bad on takeoff, could have been a little bit tighter. Not too far away from that effort, was it? 8.18, it isn't an improvement, slight headwind. and it's 3 centimetres ahead of the second place jumper, Tasumas, but 8.27. But good consistent jumping there from Greg Rutherford. Okuneva. Next to jump at 1.97, and again she is the latest to bid farewell to this competition, so they are departing pretty quickly, and we are down to just a handful of athletes.
Well, the change has been, the lead have been changing hands again and again. Mo Farah was leading for about a lap, and then Abdi of Belgium took over, and now Arne Gabius and let go at the front. And it is awfully slow. It really is, this 5,000 metres final. Desperately slow. The lap 71.9, 72.2, 71.1, 71.1. It's desperate. And they're so closely bunched. I hope we don't get anything like the men's 1,500 metres final. Cooley is warming up the crowd over at the 200 metre start. That just went past him. Gabius leading though still.
Jungfleisch then at 1.99. The German having a terrific competition. Oh no. She's in personal best territory here.
Well, Mo Farah's hit the front again with 7 laps to go. I think he's frustrated, is Mo Farah, that they haven't, nobody has bothered to take this along a bit quicker. Just looking at the splits. Well, 1,000 in 2:58, 2,000 in 5:56, would you believe? It's one of the slowest European Championship finals in many a year. Well, another leader in this extraordinarily slow 5,000 metres final there. This time it's Ibrahimov, the bronze medalist in Barcelona in 2010, the Azerbaijani. Haile Ibrahimov is a former Ethiopian.
Well, that's a great success there for Kuchina. She's the first to clear 1.99, and a perfect card for the Russian, and living up to her billing as one of the pre-competition favourites. Good jumping from the youngster, still only 21 years old. Perfect card, 1.99, safely negotiated.
Ibrahimov still leads down the back straight. The Spaniard in second place with a headband is Roberto Alais. He has a best of only 13.38. That would have been unthinkable, making the Spanish squad a few years back with 13.38. Jesus in fourth place on the inside. Farah in third at the moment.
Ruth Beatty then with the tip of many to win this competition, but no. 35-year-old has not gone clear at 1.99. It would be a season's best equaling jump. Had an attempt at retiring a while ago, but didn't get on with retirement too well, and came back. 2012, planned to retire, changed her mind after 2 months, and then came back and only won 2 big medals in 2013. Best decision of my life, she said, to come out of retirement.
Well, another athlete who's just made a decision is Andy Vernon. He moves onto the shoulder of Mo Farah. They're in first and second at the moment. The men's javelin final due to get underway very shortly, but the men's 5,000 final going through 3,000 in 8:52.
Antti Ruskonen then from Finland. Let's just dip into this javelin final for the first time. Well, that is around 83 meters. Of course, Vyacheslav Vesely and Pitkamaki, Dimitri Tarabin, probably the 3 main contenders for the gold medal. And for many people, they will occupy the medal places at the end of this competition, but we're still in the early stages. There is Vesely through 80 meters in qualification. He's got the European lead. He's the defending champion, of course, and that's 80, probably about 82 meters. 76.04 with his opening effort for Vesely, Olympic bronze medalist back in Beijing in 2008. The red-hot favourite to defend his title here, coached there by Jan Železny, who, as always, is looking on. 81.98 for the defending champion, so remains in second place. Pitkämäki then, looking to build on 80.21. Oh, he likes the look of that. Oh, my word, look at that. That is at towards 85 meters. Well, Ruskonen went out to 83.81. We've seen Vesely just short of 82 meters. And there is Tero Pitkämäki, the world champion from a few years ago. 84.16, and he goes into the lead with his second round throw.
Coming up towards 4,000 meters, Mo Farah very much in control. They're just running along behind him like the Pied Piper and his followers. Andy Vernon back in fourth place at the moment. Tom Farrell in this one for Great Britain as well has had a marvellous season. I thought it was worth a lot more than his seventh place in the Commonwealth Games 5,000 a couple of weeks back. Improved his 1,500 dramatically at the Glasgow Diamond League a month or so ago. But it's Farah, then Espana, Gabius moving around the outside. There's so much chopping and changing of position. All 16 men are still there. You can virtually throw a blanket over them. They've gone through 4,000 meters. Let's see, we'll get that split view as they come through with 800 to go. It's about a 66-second lap there to get to the bell, to get to 800 to go rather. 4,000 in 11:43, but it's dreadfully slow, and there are probably about 6 or 8 men in this race who I just wonder what's going through their heads. I suspect thin air, because fresh air, because they haven't done anything, and if they think they can outkick the Olympic champion, world champion at 5,000, never mind about 2 or 3 of the other specialist kickers. Ibrahimov moves down the outside quickly there in the red of Azerbaijan. Farah knew an attack was coming. He didn't know by who, but he immediately responded there. Slots in behind Ibrahimov, and Andy Vernon in third place. Back in fourth place there, I think that's Richard Ringer of Germany, who was a surprise winner of the 3,000 at the European Team Championships. With Gabius, they've got a good pairing this, the Germans.
Well, Mo Farah instantly reacted there to that surge by the Azerbaijani, and as they hit the bell, Mo Farah perfectly placed on the shoulder, and here he goes.
Farah does hit the bell. Remember at the at Gateshead in the European Team Championships a couple of years ago, he ran about 50.5 for a last lap. Farah with 300 meters to run. Ibrahimov with him. There's a gap back to Vernon in third place. Then one of the Spanish vests in fourth, moving well there in fourth place. It's Abadia down the back straight. He still hasn't shaken Ibrahimov. There's been a lot of people thinking that Farah is far from 100% at these championships, that he will have somebody beat him in one of these 2 races. He won the 10,000. He's got daylight on Ibrahimov now, coming around the bend and into the straight. Vernon isolating in third place. He's having a marvellous run. Tom Farrell way back, not having a good day, but it will be the double for Mo Farah. Yet again, his third consecutive win here at these championships. I got his last 800 at 1:51. The last kilometre, 2:22. Andy Vernon gets another medal, this time a bronze, a fabulous couple of medals from the Briton. And Ibrahimov has to settle for second, but at least he gave it a go. Maybe a bit too late though. Andy Vernon, I think, can be forgiven for not taking the pace out earlier in the race. He's got the 10,000 in his legs, don't forget, but that ended up being, well, really, Chris, a middle distance race. There was nothing left but any 5,000 metre racing. There's probably a few hundred people in the stadium who are keen runners who could have stayed with them for the first 3 kilometres.
Yeah, that's right. And for all the talk of Mo Farah perhaps facing a stiffer challenge in the 5,000 than the 10,000. Well, for me, that was more convincing. Ibrahimov made a valiant attempt to go with him, but with 200 to go, Farah just eased through the gears. He had plenty to spare and came away. And so now double European, double Olympic and double world champion. It's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Has indeed. Another gold for Great Britain, of course, and that's a bronze from Andy Vernon will help to the overall total. So 2 golds for France, 2 golds for Britain on this final day. And that the last individual track event, just a couple of relays to come. Well, the women's high jump continues, and Simic there, having a day of days, going clear at 199, squeezes over that one. Well, who needs Blanka Vlasic, some people might be saying. It would have been so lovely to see the lovely Croatian here alongside her teammate, but Simic is a wonderful stand-in at the moment. She's going supremely. Just one failure, costly at the moment, puts her in 2nd place.
Kapryska then. Oh, Poland, my word, she's over as well at 199. And we have 4 jumpers, just 2 failures all afternoon for the Pole. Personal best out right now.
Ruth Beitia, by the way, first time failure at this height that 3 others have cleared first time. So the Spaniard at the moment down in 4th place. She cleared 199 in the 2nd attempt. There are just those 4 left in it. And here she is. This is from a couple of minutes ago. Beitia needed this to stay in the competition. She's capable of going way beyond this, and she did get it, as I mentioned. But Kuchina, Simic, Kapryska, all ahead of her.
Well, it's nicely done, isn't it, by Ruth Beitia, at 35 years old. Still competing really well, and well, she must be very pleased with her decision to come out of retirement. And I'm sure the spectators all over Europe and all over the world enjoy watching her. We certainly do.
The men's javelin then building nicely. Oh, and that's a monster. Ruskonen of Finland. 83-81 in the first round. That one well beyond 85, might even be out there towards 86.5, something like that. The Jan Zelezny dive, that should be called. I think he's the one that perfected it, and he does it well. 86 meters 85. Ruskonen takes the lead with a season's best. Tiro Pitkämäki, by the way, has thrown 84.16, also in the 2nd round. Finland 1 and 2 in the javelin.